And I went in, I did make some prayers, but it didn't matter.
Well, you didn't mean it.
No.
You didn't mean it at the time.
I still had liquor on me, so I was sucking that in before I went into the church. You know?
So it wasn't genuine.
Still had weed, yeah. And it didn't even necessarily faze me. It was just like, oh, fuck, I don't know what to do here.
Was there a nuclear moment, though, in all of this where you why did you wake up and decide to get sober 11 months ago? Like what, you know what I mean? Because at some point, something had to have clicked with you where you're like, I can't live like this anymore. Like
I don't have a thing.
There wasn't a moment.
Like I don't have, yeah, it wasn't,
interesting.
I was already living in a car.
Right.
You know what I mean? I haven't had a relationship in fucking years. Not even like side pieces or anything, like nothing. Especially in Austin, there's been absolutely nothing.
Women and sex and stuff. You're trying to talk.
Nothing,
you're saying, yeah.
Nothing. So it wasn't like I lost anything. I basically didn't have much to begin with. There was just a day. I remember I woke up. I got a shot in a beer. I had the shot. I took 2 sips of the beer, and I just said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go right. And then it was a Monday. I'm going to go right, and then I'm going to sign up for Kill Tony. And if I get picked, I will redeem myself from the last time.
You did.
And no, they didn't have a Kill Tony that night. They were in London. So I was sitting there, and Shakespeare's had a mic at 10 o'clock. So I said, I'm going to wait. But the only place, like, it was either I go to the Blind Pig, and I remember it was like Patriots-Bears or Monday Night Football. I could give a fuck about football. I give a fuck about any one of those teams. And then all of a sudden my phone said there was a tornado warning. And I was like, well, I don't want to be somewhere away from my car. I don't know how long. Because you could see, even in the night sky, you could see the
eye of
dark
the storm.
Of the clouds were darker than the night sky.
Yeah, sketchy.
And I was like, okay, I got to go towards my car, but I got to go somewhere. And for whatever reasons, you know, and in the program and in life, people will call it a God shot. But I just said I didn't want to go to the bar, so why don't you go to a meeting? And I looked on my phone, and the closest meeting was at 8:30. And I went to that, and then they also had 10 o'clock afterwards.